everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at part 3 of my 4-part series on the 7 shapes of the major scale, specifically the C major scale. So today we're going to be looking at shapes 6 and 7, the 2 final shapes, and then next week we'll have a look at the chords that underline each one of these 7 shapes. So today, shapes 6 and 7. Before we get into it, I could just ask you again, please, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything and it helps me out. And don't forget, ring that bell notification if you do decide to subscribe, and then you'll get notified each time I've uploaded a new video. So without further ado, let's go to a close-up and I'll show you shape 6 and shape 7 of this C major scale. Shape 6 of the C major scale starts on the 6th note of the scale, which is A. So we're going to start here at the 5th fret on the low E string. So this is just the regular minor scale. This is the A minor scale. You can think of it that way. It's also the 6th mode of the C major scale, the Aeolian mode. So we're going to start fret 5. We're going to play 5, 7 and 8 on the 6th and 5th strings. Then on strings 4 and 3, we're going to play frets 5, 7 and 9. On the 2nd string, we're going to move up a fret. We're going to play frets 6, 8 and 10. And then on the 1st string, the high E, we're going to play frets 7, 8 and 10. So that entire shape. So that's shape 6. Now we've come to the final shape, the 7th shape of this C major scale, which is going to start on the 7th note of C major, that's B. So we're going to start this one here at the 7th fret on the low E string, and you can think of this shape as corresponding to the Locrian mode, the 7th mode of the major scale. So on strings 6 and 5, we're going to play frets 7, 8 and 10. This is another one that's a nice symmetrical shape. So each pair of strings we're using the same fingering pattern. So on strings 6 and 5, we're playing 7, 8 and 10. On strings 4 and 3, we're playing frets 7, 9 and 10. And then on strings 2 and 1, we're going to move up a fret now to fret 8, and we're going to play frets 8, 10 and 12. on the two high strings. So all together we've got okay folks, so that's all 7 shapes for this C major scale. Now once you've learned these shapes, of course you can use them in other keys, you can use them in any other key once you've got the shapes under your fingers. There is a Dropbox link in the description below this video if you want to go and download the diagrams that show you where to put your fingers for each one of these 7 shapes. If you want to go and get that, feel free. Remember, they're all 3 notes per string, these 7 shapes. And next week we'll have a look at the chords that go under each one of these 7 shapes. So you can think of them as the 7 modes of the C major scale. But that's it from me for this week. Join me for the 4th and final part next week. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye for now.